Hello, I'm Sheila Paige, founder and director of the Piano Wellness and Keyboard Wellness Seminars. When we first started in the year 2000, we were the Piano Wellness Seminar. In 2009, we added organ and became Keyboard Wellness Seminar. Many of our DVDs are filmed under the name of Piano Wellness Seminar, so you'll see both our names out there, but we're all the same organization. Today I'd like to tell you about our video, How Motion Affects Sound. This DVD gives an overview of posture and anatomy and the role of the fingers in playing the piano. But the fingers can't do all the work. So the forearm has to help, and it has 4 movements that it's capable of. It can move obviously up and down, left and right, forward and back, which we tend to call in and out, in towards the piano and out. And of course, we have forearm rotation. We have separate DVDs covering each of these topics in detail, but this DVD is an overview of everything so you see how it works together. What I'd like to show you is when we add motions or subtract motions, how the sound changes. Let me give you a few examples of this. This is the Bach Little Prelude in C that one of your students might play, and if they weren't using any of these 4 forearm movements or doing it correctly, it might sound and look something like this. And they might be very, very proud of themselves that they played so evenly, and you're not real pleased with the sound. So what I'm going to do is add forearm rotation, and please remember that rotation is a very long, complicated topic. So this is very, very, very brief overview. And what I'm going to do is turn my arm to get to every single note. And you'll hear how that changes the sound. Now that's no longer so harsh. It sounds better. It's not very musical, but it sounds better. Now I had a little trouble with the B flat and the G because the B flat needs to be in, and if your student doesn't walk in and they remember at the last minute, you're going to have something that sounds like that, which of course you don't want to have. So what I'm going to do is walk in a little bit at a time on every finger so I can get to that B flat without having to lunge at it. Now, if you were watching very carefully, you might have noticed that I went in and out in more places than just to get to the B flat. Now, why would I do that since we have all those white keys? Well, we do that because your thumb is short, the shortest, and all these fingers are all different lengths. And if you play in the same spot, you feel stuck. There are many reasons for this that are in the in and out video, but I'll show you with the in and out a little more exaggerated. And you might notice that time that as I went in and out, the forearm stayed pretty level because I was leaving out an important element, which is the up and down. Now, as you move in, it naturally happens that the elbow is higher off the ground. And this is a really good thing because if you've tried to play a key on the edge and you try to play it in here, you'll notice there's a lot more resistance to playing a key in here than out here because the key is a lever, and at the end it's easy to press. So if my arm is higher, it helps me get these keys down in between the black keys, whereas if I'm here, you ever hear that squished press sound come out of from your students? So now you're hearing a sound that's rotation, in and out, and up and down. And there's one more element that I didn't mention, but I am doing it, and I'll go slowly so you can see it. If you look in the overhead camera, you'll see that the arm literally changes position from key to key. And a little faster. Now, you can use those 4 motions to create any sound you'd like. You can play super legato, or you might want to, if that's not your concept of Bach, you might want a more articulate sound. And my point is that these 4 movements don't determine your sound. You use these 4 movements to find the sound you're looking to create. And of course, these movements combined together create an overall shape, which is what you see the whole forearm doing. It's called forearm shaping. We have a separate DVD on that. And there's one more example I'd like to show you. Now we're out of the kiddie literature. This is the Chopin Black Key Etude in G flat major. And there's a lot going on here. These are things we call single rotations. Single rotations are like trills, left, right, because you're going left, right, broken octaves. But the Black Key Etude is the same thing, because I have to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So even if I rotate, sometimes you see people play this way. And by the time they get to the bottom, it's kind of messed up. Now, if you look at that alignment at the bottom, can you see this bend here in the overhead camera? This is what we call twisting. And that's not a good position because it's hard to play in this position. It's hard to move the fingers. So when I started here, my arm was straight, and as I came down the piano, I didn't let it follow, and I ended up twisted. So as I come down the piano, I'll go slow. You see how I'm moving over? So that is your left and right movement, that the arm moves down, and you see the body had to move with it. So now if I rotate and I move across, I'll get this. Which is okay. Makes me a little nervous. My heart's pounding a little bit. Sounds a little bit nerve-wracking. What I've left out is the up and down and the shaping. And this is a case where if I'm a little bit down on the downbeat and up in the upbeat, it sounds and feels better. So what I'm going to do is be down on the downbeat and a little bit higher on the upbeat. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now when I play this faster, I can't exaggerate it that much. That feels much more comfortable and sounds better to the ear than, which sounds kind of frantic and hectic, and I feel hectic when I play it. Now you'll probably notice that these demonstrations at the keyboard are filmed in a quad screen, so you can see both the left hand and the right hand angles close up, plus you have an overhead view. All of our DVDs, when we go to the keyboard, are shot in a quad screen. For more information on how to view or order this DVD, please see our website, keyboardwellnessseminar.com.